They said the house had a past, but no one ever said whose. It all began with a listing. An old Victorian house, too cheap to be real, in a town too quiet to be alive. Dyer's Hollow had no gas station, no bar, no school, just a church with boarded windows and people who didn't make eye contact. When I asked about my new home, they turned away. One woman whispered, "Don't sleep with the lights off." The house stood at the edge of the woods, Victorian, elegant, rotting from the inside. And she was still inside. There were no sounds, no wind, and dripping from the attic. I climbed up, dust choked the air, and on the walls, scratch marks, human, deep, as if someone tried to claw their way out. In the master bedroom, under the loose floorboard, I found it. A faded, torn leather journal. My name is Elena Graves. If someone finds this, please remember me. She wrote of a preacher who came to cleanse her sins. He came at night, with a knife, with God on his lips, and blood on his hands. She was abused, tortured, and left to die, in this house, in this room. I could feel her pain seeping through the wood. His name was Reverend Nathan Black. He traveled state to state cleansing women who tempted him. 8 were found. She was the 9th, but no one was ever arrested. The town buried her with him, not in the ground in silence. Her screams were heard for 3 nights straight. One old man told me, then nothing. That's when the real horror began. The air turned cold. Mirrors bled condensation. The radio played voices not from this world. I felt her watching, not angry, not sad, desperate. She needed help. But something darker was also there. Him, his shadow, his laughter, his sermons in the walls. One night, I couldn't move, sleep paralysis, but I was awake. In the mirror, it wasn't my reflection. It was her. She whispered, "You'll help me finish it." I wrote in my sleep, drew maps, dug through records. And then I found it, his bones, buried behind the chapel. She wasn't asking. She was inside me. At 3:33 a.m., I stood in the woods, shovel, gasoline, her journal in my hand. As I burned his remains, I heard her scream, a scream that shook the trees, split the sky, and shattered every window in the house behind me. For a moment, silence. Then, laughter, not hers, his. I moved out. I sold the house. But every time I sleep, I see her, bleeding, begging, screaming. They say spirits fade with time, not her, because when justice is delayed long enough, it becomes hunger. And tonight, she will scream through you.